Hey everyone, welcome back to the DeFive podcast. I'm Matt, and this is episode 4. Today's topic is one I'm excited about, but also something we've needed to talk about more openly, Burn to Mint platform, what it's done, what we've learned, and where it's going. If you've been part of the DeFive community for a while, you've probably experienced the early launches, the hype, the first burns, and now maybe the questions. So in this episode, I want to lay it all out with transparency, with context, and with vision. Let me start with something simple but important. DeFive is a DeFi protocol, period. Our core mission has always been to build sustainable, permissionless, value-aligned infrastructure, farms, staking, yield mechanics, tokenomics. That's our DNA. B2M, or Burn to Mint, is not our product. It's not the center. It's a mechanism, a tool, a utility layer that helps us do two things. First, strengthen our tokenomics. Second, onboard builders in a more aligned way. And while we've been experimenting with B2M, what's coming along is way bigger. We're working on DeFive V2, the next-gen DeFi upgrade with a more powerful infrastructure, real-time integrations, upgraded pools logic, more dynamic engines, and we're doing it with key partners from across the ecosystem. That's the core, and it's progressing fast. So let's rewind for a sec. When we first launched B2M, we did it on WeGoSwap back on Phantom, and the response was kind of amazing. TVL came in fast, the community grew, new users joined and said, hey, this is actually a fair way to launch tokens. No bots, no pump.fun clones, no rug factories. That was a win. B2M as an MVP worked. It proved its role as a clean, value-positive launch model. Now, real talk for a minute. Some of you jumped into those first launches and expected fast growth, maybe even wild price action. And hey, there was hype, there was a strong open, but after that, market correction, product delays, token FUD, you name it. And you're right to have questions. One of the launch projects hasn't shipped yet. Another is still evolving. But here's the distinction we need to make as a community. The launch model was successful. Project performance is a separate variable. Projects have to build. Launchpads can't control timelines, dev speed, team dynamics, or market conditions. But as the Launchpad, we can learn, iterate, evolve, and tighten standards. That's what we're doing right now. 3 major changes are shaping B2M's next phase. 1, stricter launch standards. No more utility token launches without an MVP. If your product isn't ready, we're not launching you. 2, V5 access to private rounds while preserving previously announced requirements before V5 launch. This filters the ecosystem. You want access, lock your stake, be part of the ecosystem, not just airdrop culture. 3, we now get way more launch requests and we're curating. Not everything deserves to be launched. We're no longer in let's test it mode. We're building for long-term quality. Let's zoom in on what B2M actually does for Five. Every launch burns 5. V5 introduces staking lock periods. More B2M rounds means less supply, more demand. That leads to APR spikes, TVL growth, and more value per staker. So, yeah, B2M helps projects get traction, but it's also making our core DeFi model healthier with every burn. That's why B2M isn't a distraction. It's an engine. It feeds the system. Now, let's talk Sonic. This chain is growing fast. Projects launching daily. But honestly, a lot of them look the same. Copy-paste farms, new token every week, TVL pumps, then inflation, then slow decay. We're not trying to compete in that race. We're rebuilding carefully, iteratively, with actual principles. DeFive isn't about launch and forget. We're about launch and evolve, launch and integrate, launch and build with. Sonic's slogan is DeFi redefined. Our goal is to make that real, not just in UX, but in actual impact. With B2M, capital flows into actual builders, Five gets stronger, the launch process is fair, the result is usable products that connect DeFi to real life. And we've only just started. So if you're staking V5, thank you. If you're a builder thinking about launching, apply only if you're ready. And if you're watching from the sidelines, wondering what's next, now's the time to start paying attention. DeFive V2 is coming. New launches, stronger DeFi layer, more burns, better tools. We're not here for trends. We're here to stake. Catch you next time. I'm Matt. This was DeFive Podcast, Episode 4.